everybody, and welcome to another BCTV interview. Sorry we missed last month. I had COVID. It was horrible. But anyway, we're back and fresh and ready to go. And I met this lovely designer, Fiona, FYONAFINN, at a recent EC event in Bristol. And she was really cool, really nice person, and really great designer. I saw some stickers she did. I found out she does music. So I thought, yeah, let's get her on here and have a chat. So, Fiona, would you like to introduce yourself and a bit about what you do?
Yeah. Hi, I'm FYONAFINN Teo. I am a Singaporean Chinese multidisciplinary graphic designer and artist. Recently turned more full-time artist because of lockdown. And I am also a art director, co-founder of independent Bristol-based record label Slugwife, and I'm also its resident DJ.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like lots of hats. That's
like spinning lots of plates.
Yeah. So how did you end up like doing all those things? Was it like one of them you were interested in and then it kind of branched out into other stuff? Like how did you end up doing all these different things?
Well, I thought really hard about this question because I kind of went a very alternative pathway to end up where I am. So my journey in general, my life has always been surrounded by music. Just you know, as an Asian, you grew up with karaoke. I'm basically singing my entire life and doodling on my textbooks. I used to get detention for doodling across my textbooks. And so even my form teacher, even though I was from Singapore, my form teacher was like kind enough to like see that I have the flair for the arts. And I had supportive parents who kind of like wanted me to do, you know, like typical Asian parent stuff, but they could also see that they should just support me in my arts. And I immediately decided I wanted to go to design school when I was like 15, so right before O levels. And both my dad and my form teacher just created like a plan. It's just like, okay, you don't need your humanities. Then I literally just studied really hard for my, you know, like maths and sciences, just so that I can get the grades to go into design school. I didn't care about college or uni, and I got trained in graphic design and photography in design school in Singapore. And then I took a gap year, and then I did some junior designer work in an advertising firm, which actually destroyed my passion for graphic design for a while, because that's a big job hazard if you're working in an ad company. And the gap year was there because I wanted to leave Singapore, because I felt like there was no space for me to grow as a creative, or like just for me. It felt like it doesn't have space for me. And I really needed to leave the country. And I pitched it to my parents that I was going to go to film school. I did all my research, and I only submitted an application for one school to go to film school. That really confused my parents. It's like, what are you doing now?
It's confusing me right now.
So I started with graphic design, then I did photography, and then now
I
on to
can
film
see
school.
photography to film. I can see that.
It was easy. It was kind of like a progressive like pitch to my parents. It's like, I've done still life now, and then now I would like to do moving images. And I came to the UK for film school, majoring in cinematography. And during school, I fell into camera assisting. So I was and then I was literally in the film industry for like 4 years in London before, like after graduation. And then I met my husband then, like during that time. And because we're self-employed, and then when we were applying for our spouse visa, I had to like swap my visa over. There's just like bureaucratic complications, and I had to go back home for a year. So I had to leave the film industry for a bit. I didn't work for a while, and then during this downtime, I hate not working. I've just been doing stuff all my life. So we just decided to start up this record label. So the record label started up with my husband and our friend. And that's when I went back to graphic design again, because I was like, oh, I can make a logo easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. just and then that logo is literally made in 10 minutes. I kind of hate it. I want to change it, but then everyone's just like, don't fix something that's not broken. I'm like, okay. Then so I basically came full circle to graphic design, close to like about a decade of like, not touching it. So it's kind of strange and also wholesome. Like during lockdown, I started painting a lot again. It's just, I brought all of my stuff from Singapore and just realized that during lockdown, oh, I have so much time, and look at all these craft stuff that I haven't touched in years. And now, and after lockdown, after painting a lot and then making lots of stuff, and I just went, maybe I should sell them. And then now I'm selling prints and doing original paintings, and then taking part in art markets. And yeah, it's an ongoing journey.
Oh, so and yes, I spoke. What happened to the film stuff then? Did you just feel like it was something you tried, you did it, you enjoyed it, but you've kind of moved on from that now and kind of gone for a circle back?
I actually like the role of a second camera assistant was literally like a job made for me. I loved the job to bits, but I just had to leave because I didn't want to be working without a visa. And then by the time I came back, it was like a whole year of a gap. That by the time I came back, I felt like I didn't have the stamina. And when I moved back, I moved to Bristol. So I left London and I came into Bristol. So it's like I changed cities without a transition. And in the film industry, the camera department especially is quite like a really tight knit like circle. You either need to be on a job with someone who vouches for you, like if you're new to the scene. It's quite closed off, so I just didn't really hustle that much, and I was already kind of doing the music label stuff kind of full time, and I just got really tired of like hustling for it.
Yeah.
Because, and also if people don't know you, you kind of like, you can't really, it feels like you can't really get the proper paying jobs. I literally have to do like free ones or like token fee ones, and we couldn't afford it at that time.
I know what you mean. When I started out after uni and I was like looking at doing like media work, and there's just, everyone wants you to work for free, don't they? And like I had a kid and childcare bills, so I literally could not work for free because I needed money to pay for childcare. It was just completely impossible.
Because for me, it's like I do have experience and I'm really, really good at what I do. It's just that right now there is like a 4-year gap. I really miss it, and I've been thinking of going back to it, and then I'm just like, I can feel my knees going. I'm only 30, but like I did a lot of running when I was younger, and I feel like my knees are worn out. So I'm just thinking, if I can't like I don't think I can do like carrying really heavy stuff across like a terrain if I'm shooting on location. That makes me sad.
Maybe you could scratch that itch by getting involved in BCTV and in some kind of light.
Yeah, possibly. I was just thinking like
hurting your knees or
I was thinking I can do like just commercials in the studio kind of thing. I just literally can't hack like carrying across. Sorry, can't swear.
All right, it'll
stuff, carrying stuff across like the woods, for example. I did a lot of that when I was working.
Cool. Yeah. So what have been like your favorite projects that you've done in the past, like in any of those different fields?
Oh my God.
Or highlights? Doesn't have to be like one favorite, it could be like highlights.
So during my stint in the ad company, the whole time we were working for Google, for like a Google campaign, but that went on for ages. But for that, we were doing like origami stop motion.
Ooh!
I made like the tiniest shop sign in stages, because it has to like slide out from under the door and jump and boop, and open up and then write, and with writings on it. It's this tiny, and I had to like do proper cutting. That was so satisfying to make, but it took so long. But it was fun. It was really exciting. I can say that I worked for Google.
I need to talk to you about a music video. Do
Oh,
something cool with like stop animation. I don't know if I can.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't do the animation myself. It was
Okay.
just I prepped for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a stationery nerd as well, and
I
anything
love
that
stationery.
yeah,
I love
anything.
stationery.
Give me a pen, really nice paper. I will just sit there in a corner and just like do arts and crafts for hours.
Yeah,
Um,
see, mine's slightly more boring. It's either like songwriting or planning and writing to-do lists and vision, like just doodling little kind of ideas of what visioning things in the future.
mhm,
It's I don't quite cut things up and draw things pretty, and yeah, I'm not
yeah.
that clever. And what about your music stuff? Like what tell us a bit more about that, because that's heavily what you're doing at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we have a upcoming release in mid-December by an artist called Vellum. And for my DJ stuff, I do have a booking this month at Lost Horizon. People want to go, if people know about it, depending on when this video comes out. It will be it will be fun. That this gig would be my first solo um, live set in the venue since the pandemic happened. So it's been 2 years.
So what kind
Yeah.
of music do you do?
Um, I DJ I'm quite eclectic, but usually it's in the underground dance bass music scene. So
Ooh.
anything from dubstep, electro, drum and bass, halftime. Uh, I love ghetto booty as well. Anything that makes the girls want to dance, because I basically want people to have fun, and I want people to dance on the dance floor. I want people to stay in the dance floor. So
Do you know what? I might need to come to one of your nights because
yeah.
like I was clubbing right up to the point of like, COVID hit.
Mm.
And I got to the point in my life where like a lot of my friends kind of weren't up for clubbing anymore. And I had to like, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely in the 10 years building up to COVID, I was having to kind of, well, I wasn't having to, but happened to make a lot of friends anyway that were kind of like in the decade younger than me. Like I was in my
Yeah.
30s and they were in their 20s, but I was still tagging along with them to the clubs and stuff. But yeah, like after COVID, I feel like I've turned into someone who's like, oh, it's so much effort to
Yeah.
like go out till late and like get up late the next day, and but I used to love it, so I feel like I need like a nudge to get back
Yeah.
into like the
No,
life
it does. I
before it.
I mean, we don't even go out unless it's our night or our mates are playing, or if it's someone that we really want to see.
Yeah.
And even if we do, we just turn up for that gig, like for that set time, and not actually stay for the entire thing. If we're
Oh,
really, if
really?
it's a
See, once I'm out,
because
I'm there, and I'm
yeah,
there from the start to finish in
yeah.
general.
I think I go out more than my husband. Um, but I do now. Whenever I do go out, I'm already tired. And also, I miss the sit down gigs. I've been
Yeah, no, I
so
thought
used
that
to
was
raving
such.
from my couch and from the seat that
Oh.
now I dance for like 10 minutes and I want to sit down now.
Yeah, I did see some really great stuff actually in lockdown that I might not have seen,
Mhm.
which was really great. And I really liked seeing a lot of the clubs in Bristol when they were kind of like shifting to like doing like seated gigs. I felt like it was bringing the attention back to the music, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I was wondering whether that shift would stay. It doesn't look like it has, but I don't know, because numbers are going back up. They're on about please, please no cancelling of Christmas, especially because I've just had it, so I can go anywhere at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
But it's difficult, isn't it, seeing how it's emerging. So
Mhm.
talking about the future, actually, like, have you got any dream projects, any would like, if there was nothing about barriers or anything, like what, it didn't matter about experience or contacts or money, or like what would your dream, have you got like a dream project or a dream
Mm,
you know
I
mix of
my
projects?
immediate my immediate one is to work on like paint my first wall mural. I lie, I did paint one yesterday.
Paint what,
Uh,
sorry?
a wall mural.
A
but
wall
big
mirror.
one.
Okay, yeah.
Huge, like a huge piece, because
Yeah.
this is something I've never done before, apart from yesterday. But it's just a small bit of the Dean Lane skate park.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah.
I did with a friend that I met in the Shangri-La market last month, which
Are
was
you
really
near Dean
cool.
Lane then? Are
Oh
you near
no,
there?
I live near Stokescroft, like
Oh,
where
okay.
hustle and bustle is. Um, but so I'm it's part of the Bristol Women's Mural Collective.
Oh, okay.
And they hold monthly paint jams. So yesterday was their
Nice.
November one, and I met a friend there, and we just decided to do an impromptu collab. And it's literally a marriage in art. And what I really want to do is to just work towards like an actual wall by myself. It's a very different like workflow than like drawing at home. So that's my current like art dream. It's not too ambitious, but it's literally like my immediate one that I want to work
Nice.
towards, and do more screen printing or risograph printing, anything that has more tactilely stuff, instead of me sending it off to a company and print it.
I can't believe how many different things you do.
Yeah.
So great to hear and a bit like,
Yeah.
wow.
I do have one like camera, just be a camera assistant. Like I just would love to work on a Marvel film, or a like one of the Harry Potter, like the current ones, the Fantastic Beasts ones.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know. I don't even know if they're still doing it.
I think
Maybe
my
even
thing's
like,
on mirror image, my camera, but I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see what this bracelet says. If you can mirror read, but it says like,
I have the exact same one.
no way. Did
My
you
friend,
get it from a market in town as well?
I didn't get it. My friend bought it for me as a farewell gift when I left Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah, I wear it. I wear it once in a while, just so he like to read.
I got it from a stall. I think it was Corn Street. And I wanted to go back and find it, but it was a Christmas market a few years ago, and I haven't been able to find it again.
And also my first tattoo.
Oh, what does it mean? Something? There's
It's
usually
Deathly Hallows.
Oh, it's the Deathly Hallows. Sorry. I was like, can you hold it up again so I can take it in properly? Oh yeah. So the way the screen was, it was like
Okay.
filling. It was filling in the gap between the
Ah,
triangle. It was like
okay.
I don't know why it was doing that. So it looked like a filled-in triangle with a circle in the middle. But now you say that, yeah.
No, it's just the
Yeah, it's just my eyes and
Yeah.
the lighting. Yeah,
Okay.
Deathly Hallows. I love it. Is there a reason you chose that, or is it just that you thought like it was a cool symbol, or like does something about Deathly Hallows actually resonate with you?
I was 19. I was probably 19 or 20. I was in Thailand, and I was walking past like those bamboo tattoo shops, and then I just asked them how much it was. It was too cheap, and I just like sat down, and then they were like, "What do you want?" And the first thing off the top of my head was the Deathly Hallows, because it's just a triangle, a stick, and a circle. And they drew it on me immediately. Chart like gave me the quote. I'm like, okay.
I do think there's something like if you like kind of clever visual stuff, I think there's something so clever but simple about the concept of Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it.
Even if I do want to cover it now, it's just a geometric shape.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
easily just make something out
yeah.
of.
So I have 3 tattoos, and one of them is a Hello Kitty on like my sort of butt hip.
The Hello Kitty tramp stamp.
But so I had one on my shoulder and my ankle before, and like they didn't hurt that much. And then the Hello Kitty, basically, it was supposed to be colored in, but I only ever got the outline with like the eyes and the mouth and the nose colored in. And I just like was crying, and I was telling him, "You have to stop! Like you can't color it in. It hurts too much." And he's like, "Yeah, this is one of the most painful places you've chosen." And I'm thinking, "Why didn't you tell me that before? I would have picked somewhere else."
Oh
But
god.
yeah, it's funny because I always think like at the time Hello Kitty was my favorite, and I would have decorated my whole house in Hello Kitty had I owned a house at the time. Yeah.
Just silly things
Yeah.
that like I mean, I love to keep it. It's just impulse. The impulsivity is literally just like a moment in your time. So what's on your mind? That's cool. Some people are just like, you have a Harry Potter tattoo. I'm like, so?
Well, anyone who's listening, if you want to comment on like what wild tattoos, or maybe not wild tattoos, or silly or funny, or actually ones that you love, have you got, or have you not got any tattoos? And you're like looking at us thinking,
I'd like
yeah,
to know.
this is why I don't get tattoos.
One.
Cool. So I think we're about time to wrap up now. So
Okay.
if anyone likes what they heard, maybe they want to collaborate with you, maybe they want to ask you more about what you do. Maybe they're making a marble film and looking for a second camera assistant.
I wouldn't bank on that.
Or have a wall that they want a mural painted on, like.
Oh, you can watch one of the last films that I worked on is on Netflix. It's called The Hatton Garden Job.
Okay,
I'll send you
cool.
the link later. You can have a little picture next to my face.
Yeah, so how can people get hold of you? And if there's anything you've mentioned today that you want to either shout out about now for people to find out about, or drop links later, we can do that. Yeah.
So you can find me on Instagram. So my IDJS Finn, FFINN. You would see a link over here, and you can contact. I would love to be booked for more gigs in the future. So head to my SoundCloud and Mixcloud to check out my mixing. And if you like me, you can book me. And my art stuff is on FYONAFINN, at FYONAFINN with 2 underscores. And you can check out my shop, FYONAFINN.bitcartel.com. And you can my emails are on there, and you can just contact me via the shop or email me. Cool. If you would like to say hi or collab, or just tell me how great I am if you like my stuff. Yeah.
Cool. So, well, yeah, so you heard it here first. Amazing. The dreams and the plans and all the ideas you've got is so amazing, and you're doing so much stuff already. If you like what you heard from Fiona, please give this video a like. I'm sure she'd love you to share it with any of your friends who would like to hear about her journey and what she's up to and what she'd like to do next. And if you like this and our other videos, please subscribe. We're looking for more ideas as well. So if you know someone you think we should be interviewing and shouting about, please comment on the video or send us an email. All the info will come at the end of the video. And thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Bye.